Hey guys, I hope everyone out there is safe and doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, I have a video out called my mini Amazon haul. If you want to go check that out, I had ordered stuff like this. I've never bought stuff like this, but I've bought spices from them before, from Arabian markets. Now, I just made it. Okay, I soaked my skewers in water so that they don't burn for about 15 minutes. I followed the directions to the T, you guys, because I want to see. But keep in mind, this is never going to be exactly 100% like restaurant quality. Okay? You guys have to get your spices and make this from scratch in order for it to be like you went and got it from an Arabian restaurant. But you know, everything's mixed in here for us, so we're going to see if this is worth it or not. I got 1 ounce for like $6.44 from Amazon. So, I got, these are about 6.5 inches. Okay, I just did 3 for now, because I don't know how this is going to taste. And I followed the directions to the T. Now, except they wanted 2 pounds of ground beef. No. No, that's too much. We're not doing that. You can do that. I'm not doing that. And see right here where it says 11 teaspoons servings per container. That's the package. 11 teaspoons. I didn't get 11 teaspoons, you guys. I don't know what they're talking about. Okay. This is 1 teaspoon. Okay. 1 TSP. It gave me 9 and a little bit. I don't know what they're talking about 11. So when you buy stuff like this, be careful. Use common sense. Use your math and figure it out on your own. But 2 pounds of ground beef is a lot for just 1 ounce. It'll be mild. I don't know how it would be, but with 1 pound of ground beef is what I used. It's going to be a little flavorful. And I still have some left over, but I don't know if I want to make kebabs with it because I want to see how this is going to turn out. Okay? Because I can still refrigerate this. What I did was I took the ground beef from the 1 pound package. I put it in the bowl. I put half of the seasoning first. Half of the pack, I mean. Okay, which I thought was 11, so I did 5.5, if that makes any sense. 5.5 teaspoons. Always start small, okay? I mixed it in. It didn't look like it smelled good or anything like that. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do this. So I put in the whole packet because it just looked like there was, after I took out 5.5 teaspoons of this seasoning, it didn't look like there was enough left. Like, it looked like it was like 2 or 2.5 teaspoons left. I'm like, I'm just going to dump it. So I mixed it in with a 1/3 cup of water. Maybe a little bit less than that. And I mixed it in and I let it sit. Well, I had to do some stuff. So I let it sit for about a half hour. Okay, I mixed it in. Don't over mix it. I just mixed it a little bit for about 5-8 seconds, and that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and pop these in the toaster oven. Okay, I decided not to use my air fryer because it's just a little bit. I'm not making the whole thing. And then if these turn out okay, I'll make the rest, but we're gonna do a taste test once these are done. I'll be back, you guys, once these are done. Hey guys, so I'm back. I know they don't look perfect. I really don't care. You know, I'm tired, I'm hungry, so they're not going to look perfect, especially when they're cooked down. So I did them in the toaster oven. I might do sometime one in the air fryer, and I might do one on a grill one day. I don't know. The only thing I'm concerned about right now, you guys, is the flavor. That's all I'm concerned about. I don't care what this looks like, and it's not going to look perfect You can mold it nicely all you want. When it cooks down, it's not going to look like a restaurant. Especially when you're dealing with skewers like these, you need the flat ones. If you guys can find the flat ones, that will be even much better. So I got them out of the toaster oven, and of course I'm going to save all that fat for other recipes because it has flavor. But I just used regular ground beef. I used the whole packet for 1 pound, and I let it rest for a little bit, and now we're going to do a taste test and see. That's my main concern, is the taste test. I could care less what it looks like. So let me try to get a little piece off. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I took off a little piece. You might want to let it rest for about 5 minutes or so. Okay. Tender. See, I was right. It's good flavor, but not intense flavor. For 1 pound of ground beef, remember, 1 pound of ground beef, I put in the whole 1 ounce packet. Imagine if you would have put imagine if you would have put 2 pounds of ground beef. You guys would have had no flavor at all. This is the intensity of the flavor with 1 pound of ground beef. On a scale of 1 to 10, you guys, I give it a 4. That's pretty low. It's good. I really like it. But I think next time I'm going to use half a pound of ground beef. Or I'm going to let it marinate for 24 hours and see what happens with a half a pound of ground beef. I know this is all too much, you guys, but this is not easy. You got to be careful. You got to use common sense. I already knew that you need to marinate stuff like this overnight. Stop listening to the directions. 5-10 minutes is not going to do anything. I already knew that. I've been making Mediterranean food all my life. But I've never used ready seasoning. We made our own. Okay? So I really recommend using 1 pound of ground beef for every 1 ounce pack. Because if you use 2 pounds of ground beef, the flavor is going to be probably like a 2 or a 3. Okay, it's going to be mild. Or barely mild. This is mild. It is tender. It is juicy. I did get a little bit of that Mediterranean restaurant quality flavor, but like I said, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 4. It was mild. So don't be expecting something to be very flavorful like you would get it at a restaurant. No. Okay? It's very different at a restaurant. So I hope all this made sense. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. And don't judge, okay? I'm not trying to make this into a fancy meal. I just was worried about the flavor. I could care less what it looks like. I still have a half a pound of ground beef. I can go fancy if I want to. I was more concerned about the flavor, like I said. You just, with these things, you just got to use common sense. Watch your measurements with the ground beef. 2 pounds, I think, is too much of ground beef, but that's just me. Alright, you guys, I'm sorry this is a long video, but I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.